You just started your journey of becoming a VTuber, or you feel like you're missing something to be called. In your mind, becoming a VTuber comes with a threshold you need to hit, a milestone that deems you as worthy as one. To be a VTuber, you simply have to represent yourself as a virtual persona online that is yours. It comes with its limiters, and it also comes with a world of opportunities if you're the creative sort. The truth, however, is that most people who want to be a VTuber are lying towards what they actively want. You want to be watched. You want to be playing the game of content creation as a VTuber. Knowing the difference will help you fast forward getting unstuck in your ways and understand what the path you need to forge for yourself will look like. Welcome to your virtual identity, the show for VTubers and creators who want more than just numbers on a screen. Here we dive into the real side of content creation, the wins, the struggles, and the mindset shift that brings clarity when the chaos feels overwhelming. I'm Data Dog, and every episode is about helping you create with purpose and build something that lasts. Today, we're going to explore the mindset shifts that needs to happen for you to actively achieve your goals to be seen rather than to simply be a VTuber. Let's get this show going. If my quick explanation that to be a VTuber all you have to do is represent yourself as an avatar that is uniquely you didn't satisfy you, let's explore it another way. To aspire to be a VTuber for you could mean many things. Maybe you want a medium to express yourself through. Maybe you want to be able to tell a narrative story through your content. Maybe you want to be able to perform within a video or a stream as something else than your flesh body. It could also be about building your character up like an original character, to explore within yourself what it means to be you and be a character, and have this detachment between the two. The medium of VTubing allows many people to create something very meaningful to them in ways they never would be able if they were just real people. Because of VTubing, I've been able to connect with many people because we shared similar interests that are inherently adjacent to the medium. If these were all you were looking for, you'd already be happy about the outcome that you may already be a VTuber. Congratulations. What a lot of people mistake for wanting to be a VTuber is that they see the top VTubers and they want to be like them. They want the recognition and popularity of where they stand, validated by their communities, providing financially to themselves, and having a lot of attention on them. This is not what being a VTuber is. This is about playing the game of exposure and content creation as a career vessel through VTubing. It is not wrong to be chasing the bag through VTubing, but you better be ready for an investment of your time and money that 99% of people should rather not undertake. You need to have a passion to keep you going to the point that you might just make enough to support yourself. Simply being a VTuber versus chasing the exposure game will lead people towards paths that are very different. Two people going through each will exude different behaviors and will have different expectations. One will likely be able to make friends because they simply enjoy creating, while the other will put their entire livelihood in the hands of their own skills. After spending a certain amount of hours on social platforms in the VTuber sphere, you'll see that people celebrate milestones pretty often and create special events surrounding them. Partner pushing, reaching a certain amount of followers and subscribers, a song release, new models, and so on. Effort and improvement are very rarely acknowledged unless they've been clipped and shared around, which someone making things for the love of the game won't really have to care. An exposure chaser will often seek to farm clips and funny moments because these make them more visible and that means growth. Their job, after all, is to get attention from people. They are performers trying to please a crowd and sell more merch or make money through ads. A lot of people, when asked what made them start VTubing, will say that they have hit a vulnerable moment in their life and had a want to solve something through the medium. It could be loneliness, it could be burnout from normal life, it could be wanting to belong somewhere, or social anxiety, which hiding behind an avatar managed to solve. It often leads to some people believing that being perceived meant that they were valid. If you've read any sort of drama, you often see that there will be a divide between people trying to make the person feel valid in their ways, and the other side telling them the harsh truth, or sometimes just being toxic pieces of shit. This is something important that you must understand in the long haul, that you might be in a toxic cycle that reinforces some bad behaviors you have because you are seeking numbers. I've had a conversation before that someone told me that I should get better in touch with someone so I could reach some of their audience, but I declined. My winnings won't come at the expense of someone else. We all got a shot in this to build the best versions of ourselves. Don't need to tear others down to feel better. Wanting to be watched can feel shameful to admit to others. Some creators mask it while saying that they only wanted to make friends or that they wanted to entertain people and spread joy. If that was just the case, you would probably have been happy with your 2 viewers. But you wanted to grow. You wanted to see the numbers go up because number go up means better person. Made you feel more recognized for your skills. Low numbers end up feeling like a personal failure. You don't end up seeing others as coworkers you could learn from, you end up resenting them. It can kill your creativity because your new ideas don't work well, and chasing the new trend works better for attention. If that doesn't even work either, you'll feel burnout from rewards not matching your inflated expectations. It might make you end up doing things that you'll hate, and perhaps even becoming someone you don't recognize in the mirror. Streaming a league on a consistent basis when you deeply hate the game because you've built a reputation inside of that game, and you don't want to go back to lower numbers because you know that they are not going to stick to your content otherwise. It might make you wonder if you actually enjoy VTubing. It's like making art in the age of AI. If you make something and people like it, if you aided every single part of it, what you want is just the validation, which I guess is what every AI bro wants, but are too afraid to suck, they prefer to not even try in the first place. If creating content as a VTuber just sounds like it's something that you would have genuine joy from, it would allow you to be more consistent when it comes to making something. You'll be curious about all the intricacies and seek the medium for that joy, not for the approval of others. It'll just be a little cherry on top. You won't care about the numbers of others all that much. You'll seek to become better and connect deeper with your audience, not more shallow and spread out. Instead of chasing the most optimal way to post, you'll be finding ways to build skills and explore different avenues that spark your passion. Funnily enough, this person who makes something they love the most might end up making it better than someone who's only seeking numbers, especially in the long run. Those who haven't graduated VTubing in over 5 years, you know they are the real ones, or their ego and grit could eclipse the sun. If you stream, you already know that you should hide your viewer count. It can affect your mood, seeing that number go up and down in real time. It's just bad. It's gonna make you wonder if something you said made people leave, and you'll become extremely self-conscious of your every move. To know if you're currently wanting to be a VTuber for the love of it, I have a few questions that you can answer to yourself. Or you could also comment them down on the video so that you can get a better understanding of, is it actually right for you? Do you enjoy the process of making something, or only the outcome? If you're making a video, for example, is all you're wanting is the views, the AdSense, or to see that the video is finished, rather than enjoying doing every single step of the process, doing the edits, trying to get better at your scripts, your writing? Is your excitement tied to the ideas or attention you get from them? Do you get most happy when you're able to convey something that you love, or when people share it around? How do you feel when your content underperforms? If something makes you really happy to be talking about it, and it ends up being a 10 out of 10, on YouTube that means it's the worst output you've made. How does that make you feel? would you still be creating, even if nobody knew it was you? Let's say you've created something absolutely amazing. Everybody has witnessed the video and they love it, but you're not allowed to be tied to it. Would you still enjoy doing it? By answering all of those 5 questions, you'll know where you fall on the spectrum. There is no right or wrong answer. If you want to make this into a career, just know in the long run that you need to be able to connect to some deeper part of it. You can go from one part to the other, and it's not a be-all, end-all scale. But I'm also going to answer those 5 questions truthfully to show you that I'm also part of this journey. Not every part of the process is truly enjoyable to me, but knowing that at the end I'll have something I can look back on and see that I've committed to finishing, that makes the process much more enjoyable. I really enjoy pulling out ideas and commit to them, especially if they are a bit strange. I still seek to create something that people will enjoy, but I don't force myself to do so. My videos and content for now still feels like it hasn't found its footing, so it doesn't surprise me that my content would underperform from the perspective of others. I find satisfaction in sticking to what I should be able to do and execute. As to would I still create if no one knew it was me, knowing I'm able to make a difference to someone is what matters to me. People do end up forgetting about me once their needs are met, but that's not their fault. I didn't build anything for people to latch onto in my early years. I'll still create knowing a lot of what I say and try to find may never be attributed back to me. And that's alright. I'm my own person and I barely compare myself to other creators. But I know I should create more to become the person that I want to be, not an ideal that I want to stand side by side with another creator I would compare myself to. If you simply want to be a VTuber, have fun with the medium, create things that actually passionate you, and focus on just that. Explore your own virtual identity and create a lore that is deep and uniquely you. If you prioritize to feel fulfilled through it, you'll grow an audience naturally, without the worries of someone seeking this to be a career from the get-go. You might be able to transition into a career eventually, but it won't feel forced. If from the get-go you want this to be a business, you have to treat it like so. Study what works, the trends, become obsessed with A/B testing of hooks, how well you can condense your delivery for short, and look into audience segmentation that behave differently to increase your discovery. Your collaborations with certain artists may seem like steep investment, but they can bring you massive returns on things you can execute like a killer new model, cover songs, events, and even inorganic content through ad delivery. By focusing on being seen first in business, you'll feel this extra tension that can make or break many people. But if you've got the guts for it, you'll pull through with every risk you take. You can walk both paths at the same time to have any sort of success, but you'll need to be committed in creating the most to treat it like a business. Belonging doesn't come from having high numbers. It comes from finding people who understand your values and resonate with them. If you have high goals, you might make those who are living small and can't even picture doing it to your level uncomfortable. You will find your people, but this path can feel extremely lonely, as I've showcased in a previous episode. Your community will connect with your intention, and once you come to terms with making this clear decision, your inner turmoil and frustration will fade. To close today's episode, we've explored the hard line and often blurry mess that exists within wanting to be a VTuber and wanting the numbers that comes with it. We unpacked how those two desires can coexist, but also how they can sabotage and make less pure your message when you fail to understand what your actual drive is. Because the truth is that this community is full of people who feel guilty about wanting viewership and to make it as a career through VTubing, or that their passion alone doesn't feel like it's enough. Many create excited about what they will bring to life, but go to bed wondering why the metrics feels disappointing compared to the efforts they've put in. And it's not because they did something wrong. It's because the idea of the identity of being a VTuber does not reflect directly the result of what a successful VTuber is, and what steps to become what it looks like. No one teaches that in words that you can understand. When someone says it's hard, all you often see is them having fun on the stream, and it feels like they've just walked into that situation out of luck. A part of it is, but it's more about taking the opportunities when they arise than simple luck. For this week, I want you to take a story, an insight, scene, joke, or even a vulnerable moment, and to repurpose it for discovery. Streaming alone will not carry your growth anymore. Make sure that streaming isn't your entire identity moving forward. You must create something that will touch the hearts of people you wish to bring to your content. Show them that you're worth discovering, and the algorithm's magic that you do not yet understand will work to make it seen. The algorithm is people actually enjoying your content. Here's what you'll come to realize. You don't have to pick one path forever. You can love the art, character, and the story you build and still build the audience that allows to sustain it. You're allowed to create from passion and still respect the system that helps your passion reach people. Complaining about it will get you nowhere. Wanting viewership doesn't make you selfish, greedy, or a fake VTuber. It makes you someone who believes their work deserves to be seen and is ready to put in the effort for it. Not everyone is willing to actually do that, and they will keep on complaining. So as this episode ends, I want you to ask yourself, what wolf are you feeding? The one that wishes to express itself beautifully and shine from its soul, or the one that wishes to be perceived and impact as many people as it can? And then choose to do something to calm their fight and feed both. Once they can tolerate each other, you'll stop only surviving as a VTuber, and you'll start to grow as one. With this trace, I leave you to follow. It was Dada Dog Dog, and I'll be seeing you out there, Wanderers.